Hi Gemini, this is Teresa. Welcome to June. Teresa from Tarot by T. So before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy. Hope you're enjoying the beginning of summer in the Northern Hemisphere or the beginning of fall in the Southern Hemisphere. Anyway, I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. Thank you for commenting, taking the time out to comment. And also, thank you for those of you who have ordered readings. I really have enjoyed working with you, and thank you for your support. Thank you for choosing me. So let's see what's going on with Gemini. We have a new moon in your sign this month on the 15th, and a full moon in Capricorn on the 28th. So let's see what the cards say. We'll get into the astrology later. What does Gemini need to know about love and relationships for the month of June, and anything else that might be important? Ooh. Okay, let's see. We have a message from the universe. Six of Cups. Ooh, someone from the past coming back, moving into something better. Sixes always represent harmony. Okay, what does Gemini need to know? You might be connecting with someone from the past or healing from the past, so that you can have a better future. What does Gemini need to know about the month of June in terms of love and relationship? And anything else that might be important for June? Let's see what we got. The Queen of Wands. King of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles. The Hermit. Three of Cups. The Magician. The Queen of Swords. The Page of Wands. And the Justice card. Okay, so Queen of Wands, I think this represents you. You're going to be taking more of a leadership role in your life and in your relationship. The Queen of Wands is someone who goes after what she wants. She's not afraid to speak her mind. She's very good at juggling home and career. She likes sometimes to be the center of attention. She can act like a Leo at times. You know, the Wands are usually fire signs, but in terms of her personality, she's a go-getter. And so in the month of June, Gemini, I feel like either you're going to be working with a woman like this, or you're going to be the woman. Like, you're going to be acting like this. You're going to be taking more of a leadership role in your relationships and in your life. You're going to go for what you want. And this could be someone that you're interested in. If you're not in a relationship, you could be interested in this King of Pentacles. And this is someone who is very down to earth. Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The King of Pentacles loves family and loves security. Money makes this person feel secure. So this person works really hard for the material things that they have, because they feel safe with being surrounded by, like, having a beautiful home, having money in the bank, because this person usually deals with money or real estate, and sometimes this could be an entrepreneur. So you could be dealing with someone like this. Maybe you're in a relationship with someone who is like that, who's your rock, who's, you know, there for you. Or you could be thinking of starting your own business and trying to get a loan from the bank, because he could represent in a real estate broker or banker. You're trying to, you have an idea of something that you'd like to accomplish, and you need the finances to do it. So you might be dealing with people and trying to get support, financial support. If it's a relationship, this could be someone that you've known for a long time, because it's a king. And you have the Eight of Cups here. The Eight of Cups is about being dissatisfied with the present situation and wanting to move on. It's about You know, you might be involved in a relationship that was once very good, but now it's just not doing it for you. And you're thinking about moving on to something more fulfilling. It could be a career situation or even a relationship, because you have this Eight of Pentacles here. So if it's a relationship, okay, let's do the relationship angle. It could be that you're moving on to something better and you're in the beginning stages of a new relationship, because the Eight of Pentacles is the apprentice, the beginner. And you're just working at it. It could even be this Page of Wands here. So you could be going from an earth sign to a fire sign for some of you. Or you're going from someone who is very traditional, very dependable, but a little bit boring. And you're attracted by someone who's a little bit more adventurous, maybe even a little bit younger. Someone who has more life to them. And you're thinking of leaving this person who has been your rock, who has been your security, and moving on to someone who seems more fun. But it's just, but you're doing some soul searching, because I feel like you're choosing between two people. There's a love triangle here. For some of you, it could be a love triangle. Not everyone. This is a general reading, so I'm trying to cover. It may not work in the same way with everyone. For some of you, it could be a love triangle where you're trying to choose between someone that you've been with and someone new, so who's a little bit newer, someone you've just met. And with the Hermit, you're doing a lot of soul searching. What do I really need in relationship? You're having like a dark night of the soul. You need to take some time out to think. What do I really want in my life? What relationship is best for me? What career path is best for me? Where do I want to go? What do I want to? Who do I want to be with? What is it that will be most fulfilling? Because you're looking for fulfillment. You're looking for something that speaks to your soul. You don't want to just do a job just because of the money. You don't want to be in a relationship just because it represents security. You want something that you're gonna feel like it enhances your life in some way. It makes your life worth living. So you're going to be doing a lot of thinking in June and trying to decide where to focus your energy. And try to decide, do I need to walk away from something and walk towards something else? Is this the right thing for me? Because you have the Magician here and the Three of Cups. Now, the Three of Cups represents support and celebration. Sometimes the Three of Cups can represent a birth or an engagement. So for some of you, it could mean, there's a child on the way. For some of you, it can mean you're getting into a new career path, because you have this Eight of Pentacles here. So if it's not a relationship that you're leaving behind, you could be leaving behind a career or a job and moving in a different direction with your career. With the Eight of Pentacles, you're at the beginning stages, so you might have been learning new skills and you're taking this path that you're not exactly familiar with. You're just kind of learning, but it's going to lead to success. You have the Three of Cups here, and you have the skills. You have all the skills you need for success. You just have to focus on the positive. See yourself being successful. See yourself being happy. You have support. So if there's something you don't know, there are people around you that can help you over a couple of humps. So if you need to ask someone for questions, there is someone there that can help you. The Three of Cups also represents celebration, parties. You might be more active in June. You might be going out to more social events. People might be inviting you. So you might be socializing more. And maybe in the process of socializing, you could meet someone new that causes you to question your path. Causes you to think, do I really want to, am I happy with my current situation? Do I want to move on to something better? Do I want to move on to something that's more fulfilling? So in 3 weeks, this is a 3-week period, you could be having to make that decision. So toward the end of June, you start out with this new moon on the 15th, and by the full moon on the 28th, you may have to make some decisions about what you want to do. The Magician shows that you have all the skills you need for success. You just have to think more positively. You might have been thinking negatively Don't let fear and negative thinking be the roadblock. The Queen of Swords is in your environment. So if you're in a relationship, you might be coming across as unapproachable. So you may want to be a little bit, drop your guard a little bit, be a little bit more friendly, more, maybe you've got this harsh wall built up around you, like, I'm independent, I don't need anyone, because this is how you're being seen. You could be dealing with someone, though, in your work environment or in your environment in general, with someone who seems kind of judgmental. And sometimes the Queen of Swords can be gossipy, so you want to be careful about spreading, talking, either getting involved in gossip or spreading gossip, or you could be dealing with someone who's a little bit on the harsh side. In your wish fulfillment, you have the Page of Wands. That's good news coming to you. And the Justice card as an outcome, to me, I think that you're going to wind up on the right path. Justice is a card of fairness, equality, balance. It means that, like, if you've applied for a job, sometimes it can mean that the decision will go in your favor. So if you're in a contest with someone, or you're in a legal, if you have some type of legal battle, on a mundane level, justice can mean that you'll win the result will be favorable to you. It will be fair and it will be favorable. But on another level, justice means karma. So you've put energy into the world, and you're going to get back whatever you put out there. So karma is not judgment. That's one thing people mistake when they talk about karma. They think, oh, I'm getting punished. I did this and I'm going to get punished. I did something in my past life and now I'm being punished in this life. No. It has nothing to do with punishment. It's really very dispassionate when it comes to that. Karma is really, it's like, if I do this, these are the results. If I do that, those are the results. So it's like, if I touch a hot stove and I get burned, it's not because I'm being punished. It's just because the stove is hot and it's burning my finger, So whatever your actions, whatever you do, every action has a reaction. Sometimes the reaction is positive and sometimes it's negative, or we perceive it as negative. It's not what we expected. But it has nothing to do with judgment. It has to do with this is just the result. If I drop a ball, it's going to hit the ground. If I drop my phone and it hits the pavement and I don't have a case on it, I'm going to crack my lens. Is that punishment? No, it's just, that's what happens when you drop a phone. So you're going to get some type of karmic justice at the end of the month. Whether that's a reward or not, it really depends on what your actions have been up until this point. But I think it will be a reward because you have the Three of Cups here. So that's a card of celebration. But you have to do a lot of thinking, like, is this the right path for me? Because the Justice card is your karmic path. So you might be getting on your karmic path by the end of the month. You might be deciding, whatever I'm doing now is just not what I really want to do. And so you might make some changes so that you could do what feeds your soul. And that's your karmic path. Whatever work feeds your soul. Because everyone has their special gift that they need to contribute to the world. We all have, that's why competition is really kind of dumb. Because everyone is important. Everyone has something to contribute. And the way you do something is different than the way anyone else will do it. No one else can compete with you and your personality. So you have to find your path and do what you do best. And that's karma. That's the karmic path that you need to be on. So, let's see. You have the new moon in your first house. So, you might be making some changes about how you are being seen in the world. Bringing some fresh air. Maybe you get like a makeover or something, or a new haircut. Or you just decide to present a different you to the world. Someone less heavy, more light and airy, friendly. Because Gemini is the conversationalist, they're the Geminis are very curious. They're always asking questions. They're wanting to know information. They're always wanting to learn. So maybe you decide to go back to school and learn some new skills. You got to do something to bring fresh air into your life. Saturn is going to be opposing Mercury. So you could have some financial issues come up in June where you have to be thinking of ways to bring more abundance into your life. So you might be thinking, you know, Mercury in the second house is money-making ideas or using communication to bring abundance. Because Saturn in the 8th, you may feel that you're not getting the financial support you need. Mercury in the second, you might be communicating about it, but you're going to have a conversation with an authority figure, and they may be kind of tough about it, like, well, we don't have the money right now. Or so if you're looking for support, you might find that you're dealing with someone who's not easily approachable, but you need more money, you know. And so you're thinking of ways to bring in more money in June. You have Mars opposing the North Node in the 3rd house. So communication is your karmic path for this month. Mars in the 9th, you might have to go back to school. You might have to get some training, or you might have to travel, maybe change your location. That could be an issue that comes up. Uranus is squaring everything from the 12th house. So you have to look at what's been blocking you. What are your fears? What are your psychological blocks that are preventing you from being free, from being successful? If you can work that out, Uranus will free you. Because Uranus in the 12th, right now it's in the 12th. In 7 years it's going to hit your ascendant, and then things are going to really change. But for now, it's a good time to dig deep and find out, what am I afraid of? What has been holding me back? What am I afraid to change? Am I afraid to show my uniqueness? Am I afraid? You've been hiding your gifts with Uranus in the 12th. Uranus is what makes us unique, what brings us freedom. But it's hidden in the 12th house. So you need to break free. Break free from psychological blockages. Break free from anything that's been holding you back. The full moon happens in Capricorn, and for you that's in the 8th house. It's hitting your money houses. So something comes to completion by the end of the month. For better or for worse, because now the moon in the 8th is conjunct Saturn. So it's not going to be an easy time for money. You may have to really get serious about how you're spending your money. Bills are coming in and you're looking for support, but it's going to be difficult because of Saturn. Saturn's going to demand a lot of information. So if you're dealing with officials, it's going to be a lot of paperwork. You might be filling out a lot of paperwork trying to get a loan or trying to get money. But if you do the work, you'll get the reward. So it's also, the 2nd house has to do with self-esteem. Where are you selling yourself short in terms of finances? Am I getting paid what I'm worth? If not, you have to look to Uranus. Psychological blocks. What am I doing that's holding me back? Why can't I, what do I have to do to release the baggage so that I can move forward and earn better and value myself more and earn more money? Because there's going to be some type of crisis that comes along that involves career. And you're going to have an opportunity to break free of that. But you have to confront the psychology. You have to confront whatever's hidden. Like you may have a blind spot that you're not seeing. What am I doing that everybody else can see but I can't see? So you need to really dig deep. Maybe talk to a trusted friend and say, tell me the truth. What is it, that I'm doing that I don't see? What do I need to work on? Because I can't see it. It's in my 12th house. I'm blind, but you have to release some baggage. And once you do that, you can get on the right path. You're going to, at least the truth will come out in terms of money and self-esteem. You will have some realizations by the end of June of what you need to do and where you need to go. Because the full moons represent completion. So you may be completing paperwork to get more financial support. Maybe you're trying to get a loan or a second mortgage or whatever it is that you're needing to help you financially, to get the support that you need. But it's also tied into your self-esteem. It's also tied into feelings of worth. So those issues are going to come up too. And if you find that you're not getting paid what you're worth, or you're not valuing yourself enough, then it's time to work on that. and say, what can I do to make myself, to feel more confident, to feel like I deserve more, and to go after what I deserve. I have the talent. You have the talent. But you're afraid to take it. You're afraid to use it. So you need to break free of that, and then you'll be celebrating the Three of Cups. And this represents also your support network. You've got people around you that want to see you succeed. So don't let anyone intimidate you in June or make you feel less than. Sometimes this Queen of Swords can be, maybe it's an authority figure that you feel is not valuing your contributions. Don't let them make you feel insecure. And maybe it's time to move on. Maybe you need to move to a different place where you're feeling more valued, more welcome, and you're getting paid more. But whatever it is, by the end of June, you're going to know that there'll be an outcome, and it'll be a fair outcome. So you could hear that, okay, I'm going to get this financial support. I'm going to get this loan, or I'm going to get this money coming in that's going to help me do whatever I need to do. In the meantime, learn skills. And for those of you who are in a relationship situation, justice can mean, if you're in the middle of a divorce, you might hear some good news toward the end of the month, like the settlement is fair, you get what you were expecting, or at least there's a fair distribution of property and money. For those of you leaving one relationship for the new, the outcome, at the end of the month, you're going to be on the right path. You're going to be on a path that's better, that's really more in line with who you are. So good luck to you in June, Gemini. Don't be afraid to shine and show the unique talents to the world. And don't be afraid to reach out for support, because the Hermit can make you feel lonely, like you have no one else, like you're carrying this burden by yourself. Remember, you have people out there that are there to help you. And you have to take a leadership role. You have leadership abilities. Use them. Take action. Take charge. You can change your life for the better. So that's my message for June. I hope this reading was a help to you. If you'd like to get a private reading with me, just check out the link below and we can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, have a wonderful June. Much success and love and blessings, and I will talk to you next month.